everyone, it's Derek with OPTP, and if you engage in a lot of high impact activities like running or plyometrics, or you do a lot of jumping in your group fitness classes or just in your workouts in general, you're definitely going to want to try out these 3 active myofascial release techniques using your Pro Roller. Of course, you can use your Pro Roller Soft or your Axis Roller or what have you, but these release techniques are going to be wonderful for bringing enhanced recovery to the major areas of your body that are working during those high impact activities. So we're going to start with the calves. We're going to work towards the IT bands and quadriceps and show you how these active release techniques can really help out with recovery. So we're going to begin with the roller positioned under one leg, just sort of through the middle of the calves there. Other leg is going to cross over and rest. Now, through these active release techniques, we're going to be actively sort of moving through some concentric and eccentric activity here. So that just means essentially moving some of the joints of the body, most of the time directly contracting and relaxing the muscle tissue that is compressed against the roller. And this can help enhance the recovery benefits, bring more blood flow to those areas and start to work through some of the adhesions and other areas or points of tension and sort of sticky fascia that are a result of a lot of high intensity activity. So great way to recover. So begin with the calves. I'm in position here. I can either let my body rest on the floor or I can lift my body off the floor depending how much intensity you want. Essentially, to get started, we're going to point the toes back towards the body and then point them away from the body. Just again, contracting and working through this release technique. You're going to go for 10 to 15 seconds. Then you're going to take a break, move the roller lower or higher, depending on where you feel the most tension and tightness. You're going to want to hit 3 or 4 points from below the knee to above the ankle on the calves on the right side and left side. So essentially you're doing, that movement 6 to 8 times in total, 3 to 4 times on each leg. And then we're going to move up towards the hip. Now we're going to get on the IT band. So from here, we're going to turn to the side. We are going to start right in the middle of the leg again. Same thing here, stay off the hips, stay off the knees directly. You're going to want to work through 3 or 4 points along this major femoral area. And from here, we're going to start with the feet on the floor again, just work into the movement by letting the body, sort of gravity, take our body down and allow that roller to compress that area. And then you're going to lift that bottom leg off the floor, lift the foot off the floor, and flex and extend the knee. Now, essentially, this is working through the quadriceps here, but as we're moving here, we're also, bringing more blood flow to this area and certainly affecting the IT band as well. You also find, of course, when you're in this position, you're probably on the outer aspect of the quadriceps as well. So definitely a movement that you're going to feel. And of course, you can roll the hips around as needed. Like I mentioned, visit 3 or 4 points between the below the hip and above the knee there, and then switch and do the other side. 10 to 15 seconds on each point, just breathing and moving slowly. Next, I'm going to flip around here because we're going to get directly on the quadriceps now. So we're going to offset the roller to essentially allow us to displace kind of all of our body weight into that side that's compressing into the roller here. I'm going to get on the elbows. Again, I can lift this leg off the floor if I need to start here. And then after about 10 to 15 seconds, as I kind of fall into the release, I'm going to rest that foot and begin to flex and extend the knee. And again, I can roll the hips here and get into those areas that are particularly tight and tense as I work in between those muscles. Again, above the knee, below the hip, 3 or 4 points, 10 to 15 seconds each point. Repeat on both sides of the body. And man, you should feel quite a bit of relief when you're done with that. Doesn't take too long. It's a wonderful way to kind of recover and get the body loose and activated after a bout of high intensity, high impact exercise. If the moderate roller provides too much intensity, you can step it down to our Pro Roller Soft or our Pro Roller Super Soft, which offer softer density and they're more forgiving, offering less compression and more comfort. If you want more intensity, you can step it up to our Black Axis Firm foam roller. And if you don't want to use one of our Pro Rollers, but still want a moderate level of intensity, check out the Silver Axis Roller. So plenty of choices here in the way of foam rollers. If you want to check out the full range of rollers that we offer, be sure to go to optp.com. We really appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.